Beverly Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, depending on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. So what do I have going on for you for today? Today I am bringing to you a rustic farmhouse DIY that you are not going to want to miss using these plastic food containers that you can get from Dollar Tree. We've all seen these. They come in two different sizes, this larger size, this smaller size. Truth be told, I use this for cereal. All my cereals go in one of these, and typically I put crackers and chips in these. These are amazing. Not only are they amazing for storing your food in, but they're gonna be amazing and work for today's DIY. Now today's DIY is Pinterest inspired, I will tell you that now, but I am putting my own rustic farmhouse twist on it using Dollar Tree items. And this DIY is one that I loved so much that I had to recreate it. And when I was recreating it, I decided, you know what, heck, I'm gonna bring it to you all because I love this so much. I think you're gonna love it, and I wanna show you just how easy it is to do this DIY. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some Dollar Tree Farmhouse DIYing on a budget, because why not? Because we can, even if it is Pinterest inspired. It's still a great DIY, and I'm gonna put my own twist on it, so let's get to it. Before I jump into today's DIY, I wanted to share with you a couple of pictures that were sent in to me by subscribers of their lemon tiered trays. This here is by Rhonda. Absolutely loving the tray that you used. All of your creations, this looks amazing. And this tray is brought to us by Stacy. Amazing, amazing. I love to see the spins and the twists that you all put on these DIYs, making them your own. I would love to see more of your creations and feature them in a video, so make sure to snap a picture and post it on Facebook, Instagram, or Linda's Etsy shop. Alrighty, so getting started, because I'm going to be doing not one, but two DIYs today, I'm going to start off with the larger container. And in this larger container, I wanted to put something weighted just to kind of weight it down because these containers are pretty light. In my stash, I have some of this Dollar Tree sand, and so I figured I'd just put one of these bags of sand in there, because why not? If you got sugar, flour, salt, rocks, whatever, get creative. From the Dollar Tree, I also picked up two of these medium-sized tin bowls. They've got a couple different sizes. This one is the medium. Did I say you're gonna need two of these? Because we are going to glue these to the top of this plastic container. I'm just going to use hot glue. If you want to use something a bit stronger like E6000 or Quick Grip, you can totally do that. I'm happy with the hot glue. The hot glue I use is by Gorilla Glue, so these glue sticks tend to work really well, and I'm using a high heat glue gun, not a low heat, and so I think that that makes a difference. I'm going to go ahead and place the bowl face down just like so. Then I'm going to put, more hot glue here on the bottom of the bowl, which is really the top now. And I'm going to place the other bowl right on top, just like so. Isn't this fun? We're having fun already, right? We're DIYing, we're crafting, we're making something cool. Just wait. And yes, I'm going to incorporate some of this here Dollar Tree rope. You're going to need about 4 of these. Yeah, these went from 13 feet long to now 8 feet long. So I guess instead of raising the prices at Dollar Tree, they're just giving you a bit less of everything. And so now we are getting 5 feet less of the rope. And I really thought when I picked it up the other day, I thought, wow, this seems smaller, not as thick as I remember it. And when I got home, I had a couple in my stash. And when I looked, yeah, it used to be 13 feet of rope you got. And now you're getting 8. On some of them, you're getting 9.5. I can't keep up, but it's $1. So you're gonna need to pick up 4 of them to cover this whole thing with rope. That's what we're gonna do, cover it up. But once I get to the top or the bottom of the bowl, I am going to cut it off, and I'm gonna start again on the lip of the bowl. I wanna leave the silver rim showing just a bit because I feel like it's gonna add just a bit of character. And so this is what you should be left with. Looks pretty cool, huh? I'm already liking it, but it needs more. I received some of this leather ribbon in my subscriber mail that I have been dying to use. It came in several different colors. Wasn't sure what brown I wanted to use. I've got two awesome colors, but I think I'm gonna go with the lighter brown just because I think it's gonna stand out a bit more. I've cut a couple pieces that are about 6 inches long, and these are going to be the handles to my, this is a milk jug made out of plastic food containers, bowls, and twine. How cool is this? I am loving the look of this. And so just by hot gluing it onto the side here, I think that this is gonna make for really good handles, because why not? Leather handles on a milk jug. I say you can do it, why not? If you wanna use something else, use something else. If you wanna use rope, use rope. I'm using this leather ribbon that a subscriber sent me. Love it. In the top of the bowl here, I'm gonna put some of Dollar Tree's floral foam. I'm just gonna hot glue it in there. Then I'm gonna dig into my stash of flowers because I don't know if you're anything like me, but I buy flowers and then I forget I have them because I put them in a plastic bin. And so I told myself I am not buying flowers for a while. I'm using what I have in my stash, and these are the flowers I have in my stash. Gonna cut them off the stem and just stick them in the top. And to go along with those flowers, I thought I'd add one of my twine flowers to the front of this. And because I don't want the flower to get lost in the rope, I'm gonna use some of this walnut ink. This is cool. I just found this at Michael's the other day. It's a spray bottle of ink. How cool is that? That makes it convenient. And so because I love dark brown walnut, I picked it up in walnut. They had several different colors. I'm also going to use some of my buttons from Dollar Tree. I love these buttons because you get so many different colors in them. And I'm gonna finish my flower off with one of those in the center. And this here twine flower is gonna go on the front of my milk jug, finishing this piece off. Oh my goodness. Let's go take a look at this and let me show you how amazing this looks. So quick and easy, and it's gonna take you like a half an hour to do this. And look at the outcome of this, a twine milk jug. I love this. You can interchange the flowers if you wanted to. Moving on to another milk jug, I'm going to show you a different style using the smaller food container here. But with this one, I need to cut the rim off because I need to. Yeah, that's why. And so to cut it off, I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife, but you are going to want to be careful with this. Initially cutting into the plastic, getting it through, I'm not going to lie, it was a bit hard. But once I got through it, it was really easy to cut through. And so you're just gonna wanna cut the neck off of this plastic container, leaving that lip around the outside edge. For this milk jug, you're gonna need the smaller tin bowls. Earlier I told you that they came in 2 different sizes, a medium and a small. The smaller size came in a 2-pack. I already took the sticker off, but I had one of those blue stickers that had a 2 on it that you see on the bowls at the Dollar Tree. And so with these, because they were the smaller ones, that's why we needed to cut the neck off of this container because it didn't set flush on the container. And so had we used the bigger bowls, it would have worked, but it looked disproportionate because this is a smaller container. And so again, I'm just gonna go ahead and place some E6000 on the edge of this container. And so again, yep, we're gonna place the bowl right on top just like so. And you can see when I place this smaller bowl on, why we needed to cut the neck of the container off because it wouldn't have set flush with it. And again, it wouldn't have been proportionate. For this one, I am using E6000 because I'm not using rope to wrap around the container, and the rope kind of helps hold everything together. And so with this one, I'm gonna be painting it. And so I figured the best bet was just to go with a better glue. Dollar Tree's got these really cool foil cookie sheets. I like that corrugated look that they've got to them, and they're very thin, so they're easy to cut through with scissors. Now don't go using your best scissors. I'm using scissors that I don't really care about. But with this cookie sheet, I'm gonna cut 2 strips that are about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch wide. And with these, I'm gonna cut off the funky edges, and I'm just gonna kind of stick to that corrugated part in the center. And I'm gonna cut a strip that's about, I wanna say 5 or 6 inches long. And on each of the strips, I'm gonna fold over the ends just about a 1/2 inch, creasing them nicely, because this is gonna be the handle of the milk jug. And so on those tabs, I'm gonna go ahead and place some E6000 on each end, and I'm just gonna place it right like so on the milk jug, and I'm gonna do this on both sides. Now, because I used E6000 on this piece, I set it aside for a couple of hours to let that E6000 really cure and get dry. Now, to paint this for the base coat, I went with a spray paint using this Rust-Oleum Satin Granite, because I feel like just spray painting this piece is gonna take me just a couple of minutes versus using all of my Waverly. And so I've got a good base coat of this, and now I'm gonna take some of Waverly's chalk paint in the color of cashew, and I'm gonna give this a light coat over that base gray, because you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna distress it after this cashew dries, right? Right, because why not? It's rustic. I go rustic. I go farmhouse. Once I put a light coat, and I mean a light coat, of my top paint, I'm gonna go ahead and take a coarser sandpaper, and I'm gonna sand through that cashew, bringing through some of the gray. Now, you really do wanna put a light top coat on it, otherwise you're gonna be sanding for days, and you don't wanna be sanding for days. So the lighter, the better. You could even water down your paint a bit, because we're just going for look. You wanna have that faded, old, aged look. And so the thicker your paint is, the longer you're gonna be sanding. The sandpaper I'm using is a pack from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a 25 pack, and it has, I guess, different coarseness. Coarseness, is that a word? We'll add coarseness to the Kelly Barlow dictionary, vocabulary dictionary, that is. I always hear how great my vocabulary is. Thank you. I also hear that my voice sounds like that springtime melody, Nails on a Chalkboard. Have you all heard that melody before? If not, you should look it up. I had a subscriber tell me that. I thought it was very kind of her. Anyway, back to the DIY. I'm gonna sand this until I end up with this here finished look. Because I'm painting this milk jug, I wanted to go the route of a vinyl decal on the front, and so to do that, Linda and I got together, we designed this Farm Fresh Dairy decal that is available in her Etsy store for digital download, or you can have the vinyl decal cut and sent to you with free shipping. You can find the link to Linda's Etsy store in the description box below. Outside of using decals, there are definitely other options. There are options of buying stencils at Michael's or Joann's that say something very similar to this, and you can use a black acrylic paint to apply it onto your milk jug. If you want to hand write it out, you can. If you want to use different stickers from, say, Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby, you can do that too. You can print up an image off of Google image search. You can trace it onto the milk jug, and you can paint it. I've got a Cricut, I've got vinyl, and so this is the route I'm going, but there are so many different options. I say just choose the one that works best for you and make it work. And to finish this jug off, of course, you know I'm gonna figure out a way to incorporate some twine into this, and I figured what better place than where the two bowls meet, and I can use the twine to disguise where I glued them together, and I think that that's the perfect finishing touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it around several times just to get a good thickness, and of course, on top of that, I'm gonna add one of my twine bows that is several strands thick. Who would have thought that you could make a milk jug out of these items from the Dollar Tree? Two totally different styles, and yet you're getting that same rustic farmhouse feel. Guess what? Kayla's uploading again today. Boy, oh boy, I love that she's uploading 3 times a week these days. That means more fun and more of Kayla's sense of humor. Today, she's doing another one of those TikTok videos. They're always fun to watch. You can find the link to today's video, again, in the description box below. Can one really ever have too many milk jugs? I think not. I love milk jugs. I collect them. And I tell you, whenever we're out antique shopping and I see one, you better believe I'm gonna pick it up and just add it to my collection. Whether I have a space for it or not, I'm gonna find a space. I'm gonna make some space. And you know what? with these two milk jugs, I'm gonna make space again. These are another one of those decor items that is going in my kitchen, above my cabinets, in between my cabinets and my ceiling, because I have that 3-foot space. I'm redoing it right now. It's been about 15 or 16 years since I've changed the decor up there. I have dusted it, I just don't change it. And it's about that time. I'm kind of bored of it. I want to switch it up. And so these are going to make their way up there. And I think that they're budget friendly, they're fun to do, and the outcome is amazing. Who knew you could make your own milk jugs on a budget using Dollar Tree items and they're gonna look exactly the same? Amazing. Love it. These would make a great craft fair item. If you go to craft fairs and you sell there, make these. People are gonna buy them up and you could probably sell them for a good amount of money and make a pretty good profit off of them. So for those of you who do that, you should definitely do something like this, because milk jugs, people are gonna buy them up. Okay, anyway, I don't do that. And I will tell you, I get asked a lot of times in the comment section, Kelly, what do you do with all your DIYs? You do so many of them, I can't imagine that you keep them all. I do gift some of my DIYs, I give some away to friends, I hand them out to neighbors, I donate a fair amount. And some of the ones that I keep that I just can't feel like I can part with, but I don't have a place for them, and I keep them and I keep them and I keep them, and then I realize that I have nowhere to put them. Then pre-COVID, I would sell them in a semi-annual yard sale that I had here at my house. But it's been about a year and a half since I've had, maybe 2 years since I've had a yard sale. And so the ones that I'm not gifting, the ones that I'm not keeping or giving away, I am donating. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this Pinterest-inspired Dollar Tree DIY that I put my own twist on. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes. Because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please. And bye for now, everybody.